Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a video about the Marble Queen pothos. Now as you can see, this is quite a big plant, so I'm going to have to move backwards a little bit today's video. I've had this for 4, 5, 6 months maybe, and it was quite long, and I have cut it once already and it's got to this stage again. When I first got it, it had about 4 or 5 stems in the pot, which is still in its nursery pot, by the way. I really do like the look of nursery pots. It's quite strange, but that's me. And it's got about 8 or 9 in there now, so I'd say it's filled out quite nicely in the pot there. When I first got it from my work, this was not from my work. I got this from Colombian Road Flower Market, sorry. And it was just at the top of the pot, and then it grew, and now it's doing this vining action again. The thing I like about these sort of plants, the whole vining type of plants, is I just like how they vine, basically. I think my favourite plant out of every single house plant is definitely Devil's Ivy. Jade, Marble Queen, Satin, literally every single one, and philodendron types as well. I think there's just something so awesome about them, and they can just be propagated so easily. These type of ones can also be grown in fish tanks. I've had one in the past where I've grown a complete plant in a fish tank, and I'm planning on here getting a small tank and doing this again because I just love the idea of this plant. And if I would like my room to be absolutely covered in it and sell all my house plants just for Devil's Ivy, I really would. What I also like about this plant is I can't really film it because it's quite big, but this variegation in the leaves is so white, and it's like no two leaves I'm guessing are going to be exactly the same. They're just really pretty. They're just speckled and they're really nice, and when the leaves come out, they're quite green, and then they're very shiny, and then they become this really beautiful colour. I got a bit of damage on a few leaves this year, which is a bit of a shame, but that's fine. They do get quite small when they start to vine, which is just natural, but when they grow up a moss pole, their leaves get bigger because they can find more light. I have them in different stages. I have them hanging, I have them on shelves, I have them up moss poles, I have them attached to a window, kind of up a wiry thing, and they're just all doing so great, and I would definitely get loads more. I could just fill my room with them. They just love them that much. I water this like once a week. I haven't watered it today, and it does need a drink. It's still quite heavy, but that's just the plant. And it's in its nursery pot with exactly the same soil, and I haven't fertilized it, and I'm not planning on cutting it for quite a while now, so I just want it to get quite long this time. The first time I cut it was just because I wanted to fill out the pot, and I've done that quite successfully, and it's starting to branch in all different places. So you can see that there's a brand new one right here that's just branched, so that's going to be growing down the back, which is not what I want, but I'll be training it to come back down to the front. This plant does like quite a bit of light, so with these sort of Devil's Ivy pothos types is that the more light you give them, the more variegation they get, and the further away you pull them from the light, the less variegation you get. So this is quite white, and if I was to put this in quite a dark area, I'd lose the white and it become quite green, which is not the purpose of this plant. This purpose is to be white, and it's called Marble Queen because of the marbling, and it is just so lovely. It's so lovely. It is just like one of the best plants ever, and they are so hard to kill, hence the name Devil's Ivy. And once they grow, they just don't stop. You can cut them and within weeks they will resprout, and it's terrifyingly great for me, and I could just live with this plant for the rest of my life. I have it here next to my philodendron micans on this side of the shelf, and it's just done well. I have a south-facing window, and it just loves it so far. It's quite warm in my room all the time, and I don't stop watering like I would. Wintertime usually slow down watering, but I just don't do that, and my plants have been fine. Every year I've done it, and they've all been fine. In the summer and sort of spring-ish, I would put these outside for a bit. maybe give them a shower, you know, because they have air roots. And these things just want moisture and they love it. And, you know, you can just propagate them just from, like, you just cut a node. So where there is a leaf and then there's a stub, like a root, you just cut above it. And then you take that piece and you place it in water. Within a few weeks, you will get a brand new plant. And then the piece where you cut will re-sprout. Now, every single piece of this plant has been re-sprouted, so I couldn't exactly show you a piece. But just where the nodes start, like a little arrow thing would come out and then it's just a new leaf and it would unfurl. I'm not planning on repotting it for another 400 years probably. No, I'm not really planning on repotting much plants yet because it's not really growing season, but plants still grow out of growing season, but they just grow very slow. And I'll probably maybe repot this in the next 2 years. I don't feel like it's needing it quite yet. I would probably repot when the pot would split because I love these pots that much. It's quite strange, but that's me. I haven't fertilized it yet, and I'm only planning on using eggshells this year for this one just to see how it goes. And that's basically it for what I would do for this one. If you're a big pothos devil's ivy kind of lover person and you don't know what you want to fill a space with, this can literally take over. And if you're looking for somewhere that's so small in an office, it does great under LED lights, no natural light. It just will just grow in water full time, in soil full time. It just doesn't mind a bit of abuse. It's just a great plant. If you're looking for something that is quite robust, quite funky, then the devil's ivy type pothos is just amazing. And if you are a fish aquarium collector and you do have some nitrates and stuff in your water, these plants are actually really good for reducing the amount of nitrates. And I've done it before and I'm definitely going to get a tank here and going to do it again, so you guys will see that in a future video with me having devil's ivy and pothos coming out the tanks, and it's just going to take over and I'm just going to be so excited because I love it that much. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep you updated on these plants, of course. And don't forget to visit my other channel, bronykid 2017, for My Little Pony videos for children and adults. And there is no age or gender specified person to come and join for my pony channel or to watch any of my videos. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to comment down below on any plant videos that you'd like me to do in the future. I'll also do updates and answer questions and anything like that. So thank you guys for watching. See you in another video, guys. Bye.